Keaton's story touched people because it's rampant. According to StopBullying.gov, nearly 30% of students grades 6 through 12 have been bullied. 70% says they've seen bullying in their school, and 70% of school staff say they're seeing bullying as well. So what's the solution here? How do we fix what seemingly is an epidemic? I want to bring in Jody Blanco. She was an anti-bullying expert. Jody, it's good to have you. I think so many parents are struggling. What do I tell my child to have them figure out how to deal with these bullies? This mother is saying it's rampant at the school, but I mean, we're hearing about incidents all on the rise. Why is that?
Well, first of all, I was a bullied student, and I've turned that pain into purpose. And I hold thousands of kids just like Keaton in my arms in schools all around the country, all school year long. And the first thing I can say to parents out there, tell your child exactly what I'm going to say to Keaton right now if he's watching. There is nothing wrong with you. It is everything that is right about you that can sometimes make you a target of hurtful abuse, and that you have to remain true to who you are. Parents, if you do have a child who's being bullied, find your child an alternative social outlet, a brand new activity outside of school where they can make new friends with new faces and rebuild their confidence. And furthermore, if your child is being bullied, they're not the only one. Ask your child, who else gets bullied at school? Reach out to those parents, form a coalition, and address it together to the school board. A school can ignore one irate parent or one misguided parent, but they cannot ignore an organized group of impassioned parents wanting to fight for their children's happiness.
You know this. This is so important. We're seeing children commit suicide over this. Yeah. So for the children, if you're having milk poured on your head in the cafeteria, what are you supposed to do? What's the first step you should take as a child?
Well, the first step you need to take as a child is to immediately report it to administration. And if there are any kids watching, I want them to understand this, and parents, you need to teach this to your children. I speak in schools all over the country, and I always teach kids there's a difference between tattling and telling. Tattling hurts because it's just about revenge. It's about getting someone in trouble. Telling is different. Telling is when you tell on a bully because you want to help everyone. Because if a bully is being cruel to you, it's because they're in some sort of pain. So by telling, not only can you get the support you need to get that bully off your back, but if that bully is suicidal or in trouble, you could be saving a life as well. And if your child goes to the school and administration wants to push it under the rug or say, not at our school, that's where forming a coalition with other parents whose kids are being bullied becomes so critical. Because like I said, every public school, every month, there's a school board meeting. They have to do it, and it's open to the public. Get that group of organized parents together, go to that meeting, call the education reporter at the local paper. Let them know that you're going to be addressing this issue. Document the abuses your children have gone through, and work productively and in partnership with the school. If parents and the school can approach it like that, believe me, things can change. And finding your child a brand new social outlet, I recommend a few miles away where it's different kids than they go to school with, can save your child's life while you're reorganizing things with the school.
And that could be, yeah, it really does, because here's the thing. It seems that bullies prey on the fact that when you're in school, your whole life are those students that you're with. Your reputation, whether or not, I mean, you have to spend the next 10 years with them. So they make you fearful of telling, because then you'll be ostracized.
Well, that's why I often tell kids, and I'll stand in a gym with 2,000 kids, and I will tell them, I know school feels like your whole world, but it's not. There's a whole giant world out there just waiting for you to explore. So ask your parents to help you find that activity, whether it's a drama club, which is what I did, or a rock fantasy camp, or martial arts, or a dance studio, or a park district botany club. Find something that you're really into, that you would really enjoy getting involved in, and make new friends with new faces. It's going to give the child more confidence The more confident they are, the less of a target they'll be at school. And here's the other secret. Bullied students and invisible students, they're sort of like the kids who aren't necessarily bullied, but they're completely overlooked. Those kids often emit a quiet desperation that their classmates pick up on. Well, if you find your child that new social outlet and they're getting their need for connection filled outside of school, they're less tense and desperate at school. And often those cruel classmates feel bad, apologize, and will come around. I see it in schools all around the country, but you have to be vigilant and you have to love up your child and love them the way they are.
I know, and I think everyone probably has some experience. I know when I was in grade school, my maiden name was Markowski, and the kids on the bus used to say, cow, she's a cow. And it's finding the confidence that it's not what they say, it's what I know. And thank you, Jody, for going out there and teaching the young kids. It's so important. Thank you for what you're doing.
Having me. Always a pleasure.
Take care.
You.